What's good? What's good? It's your boy Mario checking in, man. Just chilling, man. Looking at Bitcoin and yeah, man. I'm switching sides, man. I'm switching sides, man. So as you can see, man, we had this nice hard breakout right here. Um, Breaking this order block low that I was had so much conviction in, man. I really did, but you gotta go with price and you gotta follow what price telling you to do. So you can see this is the order block that I'm speaking on right here. Back here when price was trading at 40,000. Um, I was looking at this level, and then I said to myself, I know it was a lot of orders under this double bottom, and most likely price going to trade to this order block right here, like 33,000, and probably mitigate shorts right here, and then go back to the upside because I mean, I really didn't think that this right here was a breakout when this happened. Let me remember this. So when that happened right there, I really didn't think that that was a breakout. But and, and then being that it came all the way back up into that highlight that the way it did from this low, I felt like this was somewhat of a fake out. But I mean, it was a fake out, it was, but it was also a liquidity grab, you know what I'm saying? So um, they used that liquidity to come back to these highs, take out some highs, and came and dropped back to this order block. And notice when we did get to that order block, though, once right here. So notice how we tested into it right there. I can actually go do a replay so it'll be a little more accurate. So notice how when we was at this level, I was saying to myself that, I'm pretty sure a lot of traders are looking at that as support, not thinking about this order block being tested again so they can mitigate the shorts that they got down here and, rebalance this imbalance, right? So notice how price, oh shit, I know fast, hold on. Yeah, let me go back. All right, here we go. So notice how price, and I'm on the file chart, I'm trying to stay on the file chart, but notice how price broke that double bottom and came right back here into this demand zone right here. And then notice how we quickly came back into this this area right here. All right. And once we traded back up like that right there, I felt like that was I felt like that was the mitigation. I felt like that was the orders being mitigated right there. I feel like that was the fake out same scenario like right here, how this down candle came back up and went back to these highs. I felt like it was this move right here. This was my markup, you know, back to 50K type shit. And yeah, that was my vision, and it just didn't play out like that. Actually, as you can see, um, let's go back in and see what actually happened right here. Because let me drop to the 1 minute, 1 hour. So when price was right here, and if you look at this right now, from just looking at this, you will say to yourself that, this looks like it's gonna go up, look like price faked out. And then I was actually looking forward to doing something like this, breaking these steeple highs right here and coming back into this low, maybe getting some shorts, then going high. But oh shit. But instead, it's replay. All right, notice when it did that right there, notice how I tested this candle right here. Notice how I was testing inside this candle right here. Let me put a zone on. So let's pay attention to this candle right here. This candle right here. Put a zone on that. So notice how it was reacting to that zone right there. Because at that time and moment, that zone was the supply zone. And we just completely destroyed this bottom right here. When I tell you I had longs from like up in here somewhere, I had some long positions. I rolled it all the way up. and I was like, I'm gonna hold it because I want to add more when it come back inside this zone right here. Then yeah, catch some more longs up. But man, that thing just really broken, man. I mean, I couldn't believe it. I ain't gonna lie, but let's see. And then notice how we came back, right? Connecting those wicks right here and right here. Notice how we came back into that area. All right. So that was somewhat the retested me right there. All right. All right, projects kept dropping. So at this point in time, let me see where we are now. All right, so I'm just really replaying what happened. I couldn't even watch this shit. All right, so notice how this candle right here though, like I said, came back and retested that area right here. So they had to buy into this candle right there to retest back into those longs right here. Probably did some mitigation, and then they broke structure with this down candle, came back up, did some more mitigation, then broke structure with this down candle. So with this down candle being a break of structure, and this being the low, all right, that move came from this high right here. All right, that move actually it came from this high. It came from that high right there. All right. And that is why when we came back up like that into this high, we fell again like that. Oh my goodness, this shit was insane. All right, and then came all the way back into that zone. And that is why I am short. That's three sides, man. Like, I mean, it makes sense not only because of, there was order flow, basically. I just explained order flow from up here. That was the order flow. I just explained why I see, after what happened, that's how and why I see it happen, why it happened to me. You know what I'm saying? But on top of that price action or that order flow, on how that happened. If I go back to the 4 hour chart, look at the order block that I was, had that condition in, right? So if I take my rectangle and put it from let me take the weeks off. So if I take my rectangle, right, and put it from, because this was the order block low right here. This was the last down move before this up move right here. So I had to area and put it from there to there. And notice how when we did this breakout right here, notice how, all right, so actually this candle right here was the breakout. This candle right here. So this was the breakout. All right. This was the breakout. All right. Let's play. All right. So notice how you had that quick grab of orders. All right. So it's probably some sell stops right up under there. They probably grabbed some sell stop orders and just quickly went up like that, breaking these double tops right here on the lower time frame. See these two candles right here? So those are double tops. And they probably, like I said, they probably mitigating some orders from this last high to this low. So, and then you see this imbalance right there. All right, so they probably rebalancing, they're imbalancing, and also mitigating loans from up here because this was the last high before the break of structure. So they mitigated loan orders, rebalance their imbalance, and then grab some liquidity from these sell stop orders. Took out some equal highs. All right, so there's a lot going on. All right, let's look. All right, so boom, that counter right there, that counter right there. Notice how. So if I put my zone actually on this down move right there. So this down move right here, notice how it's reacting to this down move right here. So in actuality, technically, this was our last down move before this up move. All right. And this was our last up move before this down move. So if this up move was created from this order block low right here, and once it broke, came back to this order block low, it came to it and tested it once. And notice how it didn't break structure. So, and it actually broke structure right here after testing it. So once it did that and it closed inside the order block, I should have been paying attention to that, but it is what it is. But notice how, we traded straight through this order block low right here. All right. Notice how we traded straight through it. Really, to me, this was the order block. This was just a demand zone right on side the order block, right on top of the order block. So price crack is demand right on top of this order block right here. But notice how I treated this demand zone. Okay. But it was still near the order block. So to me, it's the same. But the order block was still broke right here on this count. But I'm just paying attention to this area because this was the actual zone I was planning on taking profits in. That's why my target was 34,000 because I was confident if it didn't go inside this order block low right here, it was gonna test this demand zone. So that's why I was like, man, I'm gonna take profit at 34K. And you see it hit close right at 33.8, 33.9 type shit. You know what I'm saying? So and that was my target from way up here, man. You know what I'm saying? And it broke that. And notice how when it came back after this breakout, so after this breakout candle right here, all right, so that candle was the breakout from this low right here. All right. Matter of fact, that candle, yeah, this candle actually was the breakout candle. This candle closed at 31,634. Yeah, it closed below both of these candles. So this was the breakout candle. This was your retest back inside the order block. And look how it took the orders inside the order block and shifted price down. All right. So that was the key right there. All right, that was the key right there that said, all right, I'm switching sides. And so after that, let's see, let's go back to the one now. Had that big drop. Look at that big drop after they took those orders from right here. After coming back into that order block, took those orders, turned that price down so fast, man. Look at that, man. It came right back up. And like I said, that's what price is now. But imagine when price was doing this right here. Imagine how many people, you know what I'm saying, sold this and then placed their stops up here, but these equal highs. So, and then imagine how many people bought this. You feel me? Like, so they just created a lot of liquidity doing this. It's a lot of people taking both sides of the trade. You know what I'm saying? Or should I say, when this happened, right? It was a lot of people taking both sides of the trade. All while this was happening, it was a lot of people buying and selling. You know what I'm saying? I was even doing that shit. You feel me? And then, like I said, the people that was selling, right? Because they don't care about who's buying because they about to get ate up regardless because we're in a downtrend, right? But think about the people who shorted, right? This down move. Of course, they placed their stocks above these equal highs. You know what I'm saying? So that's why price quickly shifted back, refilled this imbalance that happened right here. So at that point right there, we had this area right here would have been an imbalance from that week to from that week to this week right there. And notice how we quickly filled the imbalance right here, came back into this high, broke that structure high, And then we also broke this structure high right here. Let me go to the smaller time frame. Just breaking down price action. You feel me? That's what I track. And then look how we broke these equal highs. Because think about it. When this happened right here, think about how many traders looked at this like a break and retest. Right here. So imagine when this happened. Imagine how many traders was buying it. And then imagine once they saw that it dropped the way it did. Let me go like this. Imagine once they saw that drop. Imagine how many people started shorting this. A lot of traders probably looked at this as a break and retest. So you had people going short right here because they probably looked at this as a break and retest. They probably looked at that as a trend line break and retest. All right. And then look how many people probably shorted this move based off this whole structure alone. All right. So you know they placing their stops all up in here. It was number stop losses for or early short sellers into this move right here, this breakout. And then they probably had stops right here. A lot of people probably didn't think to even go short when this was happening because so many retail traders was long. You feel me? So it wasn't enough, no, really any retail shorts up here for them to come up back up and grab. See, so with that happening, imagine how many people shorted that move. All right, then boom, took out liquidity right here. Early long traders buy into this move right here, and then you know they placing their stops below these lows right here. Breaking retail traders and supporting resistance traders looking at this as a break and retest. So you got uh, retail traders coming back into shorting this move right here after getting stumped out. After these traders down here got stumped out right here with this high band broken, you already had traders that had their stops above these highs anyway. So now you got another group of sellers coming in, placing their stops above these highs because of this break and retest ordeal, right? And then you got probably buyers that come in after this move right there. After that move right there, that looked like a break and retest on a smaller time frames, right? And then after this was broken, you know you had even more buyers stepping in. You just had sellers just got took out. So now the only retail shorts is up here. All right. And then look how price pierced that high right there. All right. So notice how price pierced that high right there. Now you have no more retail shorts. And the big boys can mitigate long orders from right here. Okay. They can mitigate their long orders from right here. uh, Add more short orders because they already probably had, let's say this was 50 billion, they put another 50 billion in right here, mitigate this 50 billion right here, took out all of this liquidity from early shorts. All right, now you got early buyers that bought into this move with short with stop losses all under this structure. So now they got liquidity when they go to the downside. See how this making sense? And then boom, that's why prices drop. Feel me? Because of that. And I had to break it down like that because that's how I look at the market. You feel me? And that's why I be having so much conviction in my setups because of that. You know what I'm saying? I really dive deep into price action. That's why I have these candlesticks on my chart. So with that being said, though, and then also look at this 4-hour candlestick. Imagine how many traders are shorting. I mean, going long based off of this 4-hour candle. So imagine how many stop losses sitting underneath this candle right here. All right. And imagine how many stop losses is resting above resting below this quote unquote doji, right? You know what I'm saying? Then the daily candle, I believe, closed like a doji on MT4. All right. But anyway, so my target points is now we know why price did what it did. My target points to the downside is 20K. Why is it 20K? Because I was already once if price had came back to 50K, I was looking to take shorts up here in these highs again. But unfortunately, like we hit it there right now. So since we are about to basically operate the same way we did On the 4 hour time frame, that same scenario how I broke down how we use the orders from this order block right here after we broke it. All right, so this same scenario, how we attack this order block, right, and you know what I'm saying, and broke it right here. That's the same scenario with this double bottom right here. This down move right here. So this down move right here, you take it. Once that candle, once a candle closed below that candle, once a candle closed below this zone, so let's see, 30, 30,400. So once a daily candle, say, so for instance, this next daily candle, I expect to close bearish. All right. So all tomorrow, I expect price to be bearish for another day or two. But once price close below this these lows right here, I'm out the trade. I ain't gonna lie. All right, I ain't even, I'm skilling all the way out. You feel me? Matter of fact, I'm all the way out. I'm all the way out because what I feel like price is gonna do is something like this, where we get this. So in 2 hours, the next daily candle open, then we'll get that push down today, right? Probably breaking that double bottom. All right. Then we probably get another daily candle coming into this demand zone right here. And then that'll be the reason why price will quickly come back up into this order block right here of some sort to mitigate some of these loans. Because this was the last low before that it's supposed to move to 60K. So this was the last shorts before these loans. So obviously this is where the bank move is. You see this volume right there? So that's where the bank orders are right there. That's where they went long. So you see they already starting to mitigate their loans from right there. All right. To take to the downside, to shift price like they did on the 4 hour chart. So once we get that break below this structure, I expect another retest into this order block right here, this whole zone right here. So really I can like expand that to like right there. All right. So I'm expecting another retest after we break out to the downside, breaking these lows somewhere anywhere below 30K. Okay, anywhere below 30K. With that closing, I'm expecting a nice retest back into this zone right there. Probably breaking this high, staying right at the equilibrium of that whole low right there. All right, mitigating some more loans, taking out early shorts again, and then making buyers come back into the market, add liquidity to the downside. Same scenario on the 4 hour chart, and then heading to the downside from there. All right, and the reason why I see it going to 20K because if we go to the weekly chart, I mean this was the last down move before this up move. It's really plain and simple, man. This is where the bulk of their orders started in this down move right here. So this down move, this was the bulk of their orders right here. This is where the bulk of their shorts are right here. So they got to mitigate shorts from down here first before we go back anywhere up here. They hit it straight down here towards 10. I mean towards below 15,000 type shit. You know what I'm saying? And we also can like probably T right at like I say 20K because of this little strong demand zone. If I put it on a weekly, you can see, let's see, 20K. So notice how this week right here, they also could probably come into this area and test it. Just they could probably mitigate orders from this week right here. They probably have so much so much orders filled that they could start buying from right there, take price up from right there. Or they could drop price down into this demand zone right there. This was the last low before this up move. So really, honestly, this makes more sense on where price is headed, right at like 12K. You feel me? So that's what I see, man. But it's not gonna fall straight down. I don't think it is. Could I don't know, but overtaking one day at a time with this shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what I've been doing. You know what I'm saying? The last 2 days I got my ass ate up, but it is what it is. That's why I'm proud to be that trader because I can if I have a bad day I can step out the market and reevaluate. You know what I'm saying? And and just step into the next day with a clear head and do what I do. You feel me? But I appreciate y'all watching, man. Switching sides, baby. Look like these bears, it's not bullshit.